So the Champions League Phase 1 fixtures have been released. We now know who we will be playing in the Champions League. I will only be looking at the Pot 1 fixtures because there's only like 3 or 4 teams I actually care about who they play against. Obviously, we will start with my Barcelona, and I could not have asked for a better draw, bro. I think this is perfectly balanced. I think uh, these two teams, PSG and Chelsea, are the teams that I wanted to face the most out of anybody in the Champions League, out of anybody on the planet. I fucking adore the fact that we get the chance to prove that we are the best team in the world against these two. Um, Frankfurt, we suffered one of the biggest disasters, the biggest catastrophes in the club's history when Frankfurt came to our stadium, took over our stadium with all their fans, and beat us in the Europa League. I want to make that right. I want to make that correct. We will beat that club. Um, Only other exciting thing here I see is Newcastle away. Obviously, playing against any Prem team away is fun. We'll play Chelsea away as well. Um, uh, yeah, Slavia Praga is also an exciting one. They're always fun away, but they're not going to give us any challenge. But I want to focus on these two fixtures, PSG and Chelsea. I've been saying for months now I've been wanting to play Chelsea. I've been wanting to play PSG. That excitement kind of died down a bit after they lost the Club World Cup and after they got completely manhandled by Tottenham for 85 minutes. Uh, it's not as exciting of a matchup anymore because I think we will destroy them. I think people seem to think that I just say this because I think Barca's the best team in the world. No, I think Barca's the best team in the world, but I also think stylistically PSG just cannot handle what we have for them, bro. Um, PSG show I've said this a million times. PSG show that they struggle way too hard when they get pressed by anybody, bro. They showed that against Bayern Munich in the quarterfinal of the Club World Cup. They struggled heavily with them. They couldn't handle it. They struggled against Chelsea in the Club World Cup final while also not being able to stop what Chelsea was bringing towards them. They couldn't get out of their own half. They struggled, bro. Tottenham just pressed them, literally did the same thing that Chelsea did to them and dominated them for 85 minutes. Those last 10 minutes do not make me forget what that game was looking like for 85 minutes. Um, Even Aston Villa in the Champions League, bro, the second leg, they almost completed the comeback. PSG could not handle it. I genuinely think I'll talk about the Chelsea fixture a bit more, but I think the PSG game will be a lot easier than the Chelsea game, just based off what they've shown us. Um, and I just don't think PSG are that good of a team, bro. They're easily exploitable. They're easily beatable. Um, the only thing I fear, bro, is Yamal might have a shit game against Nuno Mendes because Nuno Mendes did play very well against him the last time he played against Yamal. But that Spain versus Portugal game, bro, that was a once in a lifetime terrible performance by Lamine. That was the worst performance he's ever had in his career. I don't think he'll ever have anything like that again. And I think we will win our one-on-one duels. Hakimi will be a non-factor. He's a fucking useless right back. He will be exposed again for being the most overrated right back on the planet, overrated fullback on the planet. And Rafinha will have his way, bro. He won't even need to beat him on the 1v1s. We'll beat them on the counter. They'll get too confident. They'll press. They'll think that they know what they're doing, bro. But like Chelsea, bro. Chelsea played out of their shit easily, bro. Just a long ball and then they just linked up play and PSG had no answer for it, bro. For 90 minutes they didn't know what the fuck to do and they couldn't play out of their press either. We will have our way with them. Pedri will prove that he's the best midfielder on the planet when he shows that Vitinha, in fact, is not press resistant, cannot play facing backwards to his goal. Vitinha cannot play when he is facing his own goal, bro. João Neves cannot play when he's facing his own goal. Fabian Ruiz, he looks good because Vitinha and João Neves going forward are really good, bro. Fabian Ruiz also facing his own goal cannot play. Cannot play. William Pancho, this guy was a nobody a year and a half ago, and it makes sense, bro. This guy does not have a first touch. He's clunky in the back. We will force him to make mistakes. He is PSG's Araujo, bro. And actually, you know what? That is something I fear a little bit. We do still have Araujo. We still do employ Araujo, who obviously sold our Champions League hopes against PSG 2 years ago, or a year ago actually, 2 seasons ago. Um, I would be a lot more confident in this fixture if we still had Inigo Martinez, but Araujo and Kubarsi do make it a bit tough to be as confident as I want to be. Um, Kubarsi, I've already said this. He's a decent player, bro, but he's not generational. He's not world class. He's not really good. He's just there. He makes a lot of mistakes. He's very exploitable defensively. The thing is that Araujo and Kubarsi are literally yin and yang, bro. Kubarsi's good on the ball. Araujo's not. Kubarsi's bad off the ball. Araujo is good off the ball. When he's not trying to do too much. So the only thing that makes me a little bit scared is that defense. But besides that, bro, I think this is gonna be a walk in the park. This is gonna be a lot easier than the Chelsea game. All right, let's talk about the Chelsea game now, bro. Uh, I honestly am a bit worried about this Chelsea game, a lot more than the PSG game, simply because Chelsea have shown that they are press resistant. They do know how to get out of a press. They do have a set way of playing out of these things. They showed that against PSG in the Club World Cup. Cole Palmer is obviously a baller, and plus Chelsea just have the funds to buy whoever the fuck they want. So they have a lot of dangerous players coming off the bench, bro, and they have looked good this season as well. They beat West Ham 5-1, absolutely dominated them, uh, and they look like a better team, dude. So I wouldn't. I, th- do not get it confused. Chelsea is by far the hardest shit that we have in this whole thing. PSG is not that's not gonna be as tough of a game as Chelsea. Chelsea will be the hardest game out of all of these games, bro, by far. And yeah, we'll see about that one, dude. They're obviously press resistant. Araujo obviously scares me. That defense scares me, but I don't think they have an answer for Yamal, bro. They won't have an answer for Yamal. Cucurella is a fucking bitch. He's soft as hell. He let 40-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo push him off and score that tying goal in the Nations League final. Cucurella is fucking soft, and plus against Yamal, bro, that's like his club. That's his country mate, bro. He's gonna try and be nice to him and shit. Yamal's gonna have no mercy, bro. He's gonna go at him. He's gonna attack him. He's gonna have fun, bro. Uh, yeah, and Chelsea defensively have uh never really looked good to me. PSG made them look good because PSG just aren't a good team playing out the back. But I think if we're able to just get past that first press, which I think we will, it'll be easy sailings, bro. Not easy sailings, but it'll be a lot more simple of a game than I think it is. And yeah, bro, we'll see about that one. We'll see about that one. But besides that, bro, that's the only two games that I'm interested in. Newcastle will always be fun. Uh, I think fixtures in the UK, bro, in England when you play away, it's funny as fuck because the fans come in with so much excitement, and then you just see them their confidence just begin to wane as the game goes on, and they get scored on a few times, and then they just all get sad. It's pretty funny. So that's another game I'm pretty excited for. But besides that, the only other people I care about is Real Madrid. They play City again. They've played City about 5 times in a row. They've played them, bro. They have played them 5 years in a row. I think they played them last year. They played the year before that. They played the year before that, and they played the year before that. This is the 5th year in a row where they get to play where they play Real Madrid, bro. I mean, they get to play against Manchester City, bro. Can we just try and get something different? Why does this keep happening? Like the odds of this happening have to be so fucking low, and it just continuously happens year after year. It almost feels like City are like forcing this because they want to play them so bad just to beat them, bro. It feels like some salty shit, but it feels like some match fixing. But whatever. Either way, I think Man City take that. Madrid have not they have not looked special to me at all. They do look decent defensively. They don't give any chances away, but they also haven't played a team that will press them. They haven't played a team that will pressure them. City will pressure them. Liverpool will press them. Juventus will press them. Mm. They won't make it easy for them. So I want to see Madrid in that kind of environment, and I want to see how they handle that. Uh, the rest of these games, Benfica could be interesting, but the rest of them's like okay. But I am a bit intrigued to see how Madrid will play against a team that will actually press them, that won't just give them the ball for 90 minutes. and that should be a pretty exciting one. That should be a pretty exciting few games. City, Liverpool, Juventus. That should be pretty good. Paris versus Bayern. I don't know, dude. Bayern, they win 6-0 in their first league game, but they're playing in the Bundesliga and nobody gives a shit. Uh, they did look better than them in the Club World Cup. Bayern were dominating that game. PSG were very lucky to come away with that one. And they did, people forget this, but they did beat them in the first phase last year. Bayern beat PSG um, in a pretty shit game, I must admit. But they did beat them. They did look better than them. Obviously, times have changed a lot. But I think Bayern will beat them, dude. I think Bayern look a lot more safe, and PSG just seem like a very inconsistent team. They seem like a 1 year team. They don't feel like a team that'll be here for years to come. That'll be dominating European football. They'll be in semifinals every year. They'll be in finals every year. That just won't happen. PSG are not that good, and yeah. The only thing that could make this better is if we win all these games and then we meet Inter in the knockout stages and we beat Inter, bro. That's the only thing that makes this as exciting, and then beating Madrid in the final or something. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the pot one fixtures. On Barcelona's fixtures mainly, obviously I don't care about any of these other teams. It's all the same shit. We will win all of our games, I think. The toughest game by far here is Chelsea, but yeah, we'll see, bro. Thanks for watching.